The leader of the Conservative Party is the most senior politician within the Conservative Party in the United Kingdom. The post is currently held by Theresa May, who succeeded David Cameron on the 11th of July 2016. Background: the foundation of the Conservative Party is conventionally dated to the Tamworth Manifesto delivered on the 18th of December 1834 by Sir Robert Peel. Until 1922, there was no formal leader of the Conservative Party. There was a leader of the Conservative Party in each of the two houses, and they were regarded as equal unless one of them was either the Prime Minister or a former Prime Minister, or if a particular crisis had resulted in one clearly asserting authority over the other. In the periods when this was not the case, there was no clear leader of the Conservative Party. This contributed to some of the internal party conflict at the time. The distinction of the leaders is often overlooked by many, and there are lists in circulation that assume the eventual single leader who emerged after a period of equal leadership was the leader from the outset. However, this was not always the case. For example, in 1881 it was widely expected that the Commons leader Sir Stafford Northcote would be the next Conservative Prime Minister, but by the time the party had returned to government in 1885, political developments had resulted in the Lords leader Robert Gascoigne Cecil, 3rd Marquess of Salisbury, having the stronger claim for the premiership. When the Parliament Act 1911 reduced the power of the Lords, it seemed likely that the leader in the Commons would be preeminent, but that was not formally recognised for another 11 years, and there were several occasions when members of the Lords were strongly considered for the leadership of the whole party after this time. Since 1922, an overall leader has been formally elected by a joint meeting of MPs, peers, and prospective parliamentary candidates, even when the party is in opposition. Until 1965, this election was a rubber stamp for the individual who had already been asked by the monarch to form a government. The leadership did not fall vacant at any time when the party was in opposition during this period. Since 1965, a succession of ballots have been held to choose between competing candidates. This was instigated by Alec Douglas Home in 1964 after the confused circumstances of his own elevation in 1963. Overall leader of the Conservative Party, 1834 to 1922. Leader of the Conservative Party. House of Lords and Commons leaders. Leaders in the House of Lords, 1834. Those asterisks were considered the overall leader of the party. Arthur Wellesley, 1st Duke of Wellington, 1834 to 1846. Edward Smith Stanley, 1st Baron Stanley, the 9th of March 1846 to 27 February 1868. Asterisk elected at a party meeting. See below. James Howard Harris, 3rd Earl of Malmesbury, 1868 to 1869, appointed by Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli MP. Hugh Cairns, 1st Baron Cairns, 1869 to 1870, elected at a party meeting. See below. Charles Gordon Lennox, 6th Duke of Richmond, 1870 to 21 August 1876, elected at a party meeting. See below. Benjamin Disraeli, 1st Earl of Beaconsfield, the 21st of August 1876 to 19 April 1881, asterisk, became leader on elevation to the peerage. Robert Arthur Talbot Gascoigne Cecil, 3rd Marquess of Salisbury, the 9th of May 1881 to 1902, elected at a party meeting. See below. Spencer Cavendish, 8th Duke of Devonshire, 1902–1903, appointed by Prime Minister Arthur Balfour MP. Henry Petty Fitzmaurice, 5th Marquess of Lansdowne, Lansdowne 1903 to 1916, appointed by Prime Minister Arthur Balfour MP. George Nathaniel Curzon, 1st Earl Curzon of Kedleston 1916 to 1925, appointed Leader of the House by Prime Minister David Lloyd George MP. James Gascoigne Cecil, 4th Marquis of Salisbury 1925 to 1931, appointed by Prime Minister Stanley Baldwin MP. Douglas Hogg, 1st Viscount Hailsham 1931 to 1935, took over post at the request of Mr. Baldwin. Charles Vane Tempest Stewart, 7th Marquis of Londonderry 1935. E.F. Elwood, 3rd Viscount Halifax 1935 to 1938. James Stanhope, 7th Earl Stanhope 1938 to 1940. Thomas Inskip, 1st Viscount Caldercote 1940. E.F. Elwood, 3rd Viscount Halifax 1940. George Lloyd, 1st Baron Lloyd 1941. Walter Guinness, 1st Baron Moyne 1942. Robert Gascoigne Cecil, Viscount Cranbourne 1942 to 1957. Alec Douglas Home, 14th Earl of Home 1957 to 1960. Quintin Hogg, 2nd Viscount Hailsham 1960 to 1963. Peter Carrington, 6th Baron Carrington 1963 to 1970. George Jellicoe, 2nd Earl Jellicoe 1970 to 1973. David Hennessy, 3rd Baron Windlesham 1973–1974. Peter Carrington, 6th Baron Carrington 1974 to 1979. Christopher Soames, Baron Soames 1979 to 1981. Janet Young, Baroness Young 1981 to 1983. William Whitelaw, 1st Viscount Whitelaw 1983 to 1988. John Ganzoni, 2nd Baron Belstead 1988 to 1990. David Waddington, Baron Waddington 1990 to 1992. John Wakeham, Baron Wakeham 1992 to 1994. Robert Gascoigne Cecil, Viscount Cranbourne 1994 to 1998. Thomas Galbraith, 2nd Baron Strathclyde 1998 to 2013. Jonathan Hill, Baron Hill of Orford 2013–2014. Tina Stowell, Baroness Stowell of Beeston 2014 to 2016. Natalie Evans, Baroness Evans of Bowes Park 2016–present. Those asterisks were considered the overall leader of the party. Sir Robert Peel, the 18th of December 1834 to 1846 asterisk. Lord George Bentinck 1846 to 1847. Charles Manners, Marquis of Granby, the 9th of February 1848 to 4 March 1848, elected at a party meeting. See below. Nunn 1848 to 1849. Jointly Benjamin Disraeli, Charles Manners, Marquis of Granby, and John Charles Herries 1849 to 1852, elected at a party meeting. See below. Benjamin Disraeli 1852 to 21 August 1876. Sir Stafford Northcote, the 21st of August 1876 to 24 June 1885, appointed by Prime Minister the Earl of Beaconsfield. Sir Michael Hicks Beach, the 24th of June 1885 to 3 August 1886, appointed by Prime Minister the Marquis of Salisbury. Lord Randolph Churchill, the 3rd of August 1886 to 14 January 1887, appointed by by Prime Minister the Marquess of Salisbury. William Henry Smith, the 17th of January 1887 to 6 October 1891, appointed by Prime Minister the Marquess of Salisbury. Arthur Balfour, 1891 to 13 January 1906, appointed by Prime Minister the Marquess of Salisbury. Joseph Chamberlain, 1906. Arthur Balfour, 1906 to 13 November 1911 *. Andrew Bonar Law, the 13th of November 1911 to 21 March 1921, elected at a party meeting. See below. Austen Chamberlain, the 21st of March 1921 to 23 October 1922, elected at a party meeting. See below. Elections of Conservative leaders by party meeting.